6:30 p.m. This is a regular meeting of the Governing Board of the Catalina Foothills School District. Getting all organized here. On behalf of the Governing Board, I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's meeting. This meeting is open to the public for attendance both in person and through YouTube Live. In a few minutes, I will read the rules of order for public comment at Governing Board meetings. If you wish to make a public comment remotely, you should have signed up using the Google form that's available under the YouTube Live description. If you don't see that link, you should refresh your YouTube Live. If you're attending in person, please fill out the purple form, request to address the Governing Board. It looks like this. It is available at the table in the back of the room. And after that's completed, please hand that to our board secretary, Amy Sams. If there's a public hearing on the agenda tonight, and there is, as I recall, yes, and you wish to make a public comment on that topic, which is the budget, you may sign up now or at any time prior to the opening of the public hearing. I'd ask everyone in the audience to please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Item 1.3 on the agenda is the rules of order for public comment at Governing Board meetings. The Governing Board welcomes public comments at its meetings by providing 2 opportunities for the public to address the board. If your topic of interest is not on the agenda, you may address the board during the public comments time slot near the beginning of the meeting. If the topic is on the agenda, you may speak just prior to the discussion of that agenda topic. In the event of a public hearing like tonight, the opportunity to speak will be reopened. Everyone wishing to make a public comment must submit the request to address the Governing Board form, which is required for our meeting minutes. If you are appearing remotely, that form is available below the YouTube link. For those attending in person, the purple form is at the back of the room. Speakers will be called upon when it is your turn to address the board. For those attending remotely, please remember to activate your camera and microphone prior to speaking. Each speaker has 3 minutes to address the board. The sound of a buzzer indicates the end of your 3 minutes. In the event of a large number of speakers, the board may need to limit that time so that we can conduct the business on the agenda. By law, the board cannot discuss, consider, or vote on topics that are not on the agenda. This assures the community that they are aware of the topics that will be discussed this evening. If you wish to discuss a topic through written communication, board members' contact information can be found on the district's website. We appreciate the community's attendance and comments at this meeting. Thank you. Okay. The next item on the agenda is public comments. I did not receive any purple sheet from anyone in the audience. Let me move this closer so I can check. And I don't see that anybody has signed up online. We can give it another minute or so, maybe not. 30 seconds. Okay. Seeing no public comments this evening, we will move on to our consent agenda. Does any board member have an item that needs to be pulled for further discussion or consideration?
I'd like to pull 3.7.
3.7. Anyone else? Okay, then with the exception of item 3.7, is there a motion with respect to the consent agenda?
I move that the Governing Board approve consent agenda items 3.1, the Governing Board June 9th, 2026 regular meeting minutes as presented. 3.2, the Governing Board June 9th, 2026 executive session meeting minutes as presented. 3.3, the expense voucher memorandum as presented. 3.4, the field trip request memorandum as presented. 3.5, the personnel memorandum as presented. 3.6, the acceptance with gratitude of the gifts and donations memorandum as presented. 3.8, the superintendent's employment contract as presented. And 3.9, the award of RFP 26-06-31, employee benefits consulting services to Valley Schools Management Group for a one-year contract effective from July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2027, funded through maintenance and operations at the cost of $21,500 for the first year, with the option to renew for 4 additional years, as presented.
Thank you. There has been a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Jacqueline, a motion and a second having been made. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Tom, 3.7.
3.7, I just wanted to call out 3.7, reviewing the names on the volunteer list in particular. It's so meaningful to see so many members of our community make the effort to sign up as volunteers, go through this process so that they can be present at our schools, helping in so many different ways. I saw at least one former board member's name on that list. But just, a lot of parents, a lot of other involved community members, grandparents, and just wanted to call out how remarkable that is that our community is so well represented and connected to our schools.
And to be clear, these aren't FFO parents who have current children in the schools. These are people who don't have current
Correct.
children in the schools and are again taking the impetus to sign up, get fingerprinted, go through whatever else is in that process. I know that it's not instant by any means, and it's a really nice, healthy looking list. Great.
It looks like it's about
60s.
120?
I think it's more than that. Well, it could be.
Yeah.
It's nice. Very
There's
nice.
4 pages,
Mhm.
3.5 pages. That's amazing. And they cover all different areas, from arts to music to classroom to, and I think you're right, Tom and Eileen, it really exemplifies the extent to which our partnership with our people in our community, not parents, but also people who are not parents, partner with us to really enrich the experience that our students are having. They really benefit from it. So we're grateful.
It's nice to see former employees of the district on this list as well. I've seen several on the list.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Well, thank you. Would you like to make a motion?
I would. I move that the governing board approve the 2026-2027 auxiliary and volunteer list as presented.
For a second?
Thank you. There's been a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Oh, opposed? Sorry, Carol. Motion carries 4-0. Thank you. Okay. We have 2 items under unfinished business this evening. Each is on for potential action because they are second readings. The first item is 4.1, approval of revisions to policy and regulation JICK, JICKR, student violence, harassment, intimidation, and bullying. Associate Superintendent Mindy Westover.
Good evening. So following our first reading, changes were made to address clarity and consistency throughout the policy and primarily the language. There was no substantive change on the content, just clarity. So the language for policy JICK and regulation JICKR has been revised to provide additional clarity regarding the investigation process for allegations of bullying, harassment, intimidation, and student violence. The proposed revision ensures that students and their parents and legal guardians are informed of the findings and outcomes following an investigation, which was the big content addition. So policy JICK had minor structural revisions, and they were made for consistency with formatting and terminology used throughout other district policies. This is the parents, legal guardians. And then paragraph 3 was restructured for some readability. Language was added to reference investigation procedures related to reports of bullying, harassment, intimidation, and student violence. Then JICKR The language was added again to clarify expectations regarding communication with students and parents and legal guardians following the completion of an investigation. The revisions specify that the principal or designee will review the findings, outcomes, and final determinations of the investigation with students and parents and their guardians as appropriate. And then minor structural revisions were made for consistency and formatting as well. These revisions provide clearer guidance to school administrators regarding investigation procedures and communication expectations following reports of bullying, harassment, intimidation, or student violence. So I would be happy to take any questions that you still may have.
I don't have any questions, but thank you for making the changes that I had recommended last time.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I do think it's clearer.
It reads much, yeah. No, good.
When we submit, we'll just, after the word may, we need to take off the S on includes.
I think it's crossed off, you just can't really see it.
Okay.
I thought the same thing for a second, then I realized it actually looks like, yeah, it is, the S is crossed off, you just can hardly see it. In two different places, it's like that.
Doing it the policy or the reg?
I'm at the reg.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so it goes through the middle of it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it.
Yeah, it's just hard
It
to
does.
see.
I know, there's a lot of small
Yes.
changes on it. It's gonna look really nice when it's done.
It's gonna look great.
There are no questions or comments or other suggested revisions. We can, someone would like to make a motion. I think we're at that point.
I will move that the governing board approve the revisions to policy and regulation JICK and JICK-R, student violence / harassment / intimidation / bullying as presented.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
And a motion and a second to approve items 4.1. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Item 4.2 is a second reading on for action, also presented by Associate Superintendent Mindy Westover. It is approval of revisions to policy and regulation JII and JIIR, student concerns, complaints, and grievances.
So following our first reading of JII, there were no additional changes to the recommendation that was brought forward at the first meeting. The language in policy JII and reg JIIR has been revised to provide additional clarity regarding the process for addressing student concerns, complaints, and grievances. The proposed revision established clearer expectations for investigations, timelines, communication, documentation, and follow-up with students and their parents or legal guardians. So same type of language was added to JII as JICK, just ensuring that students, parents, and guardians are informed following an investigation. So policy JII, parent and legal guardian terminology was standardized throughout the policy for consistency and readability. That was the only change to the policy. And then JIIR was where we added the addition of that the parent and legal guardian needed to be informed of the conclusion, findings, and actions regarding or resulting from the investigation. These revisions provide clearer guidance to our school administrators regarding the investigation and resolution process for student concerns, complaints, and grievances, while supporting consistent communication and documentation practices across the district. With that, I'll take any questions you might have.
Again, no changes from 2 weeks ago.
None at all on this one, no.
And just as a practical matter, when we make changes to policies like this and like the one before it, are that, you communicate those out to your administrators?
Yes.
And, okay, that was, I assumed that was the case, but.
And it gets uploaded to the district policies and.
Yeah, there's a notice that goes out that
Anybody
says
else?
there's an update to the policies. and-
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so like staff gets.
Yes.
And we Obviously, if there's anything that comes up, we'll talk about the expectations of the investigation as well.
Nice.
Okay. Would someone care to make a motion?
I'll do it. I move that the governing board approve the revisions to policy and regulation JII-R, student concerns, complaints, and grievances as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve policy and regulation JII-R. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye, opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Thank you all. Thank you, Ms. Westover.
Thank you.
And as I mentioned earlier, there is a public hearing, and that time is now. Item 5.1 is the time and place fixed on the agenda to receive public input regarding the fiscal year 2027 budget. If there are any comments from anyone in attendance at this public hearing wishing to address the governing board regarding the fiscal year 2027 budget, this is the time and place to address and respond to those comments. A copy of the fiscal year 2027 budget is included for item 5.2 of the agenda for public view. And again, I have not received any purple sheets, nor do I see anyone online who wishes to make a public comment. This is, of course, the budget we've been
Discussing for weeks.
weeks.
Months.
over and over.
Months.
All right. Having no indication that any member of the public wishes to make a public comment, I will close the public hearing at this time. Brings us to our next budget item. 'Tis the season.
Good evening.
Lisa Tatel, our Director of Finance, has approached the podium because she is presenting item 5.2, which is the adoption of the fiscal year 2027 expenditure budget. Thank you, Lisa.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am presenting the fiscal year 27 expenditure budget for statutory adoption tonight. There have been no changes, alterations, or adjustments made to the expenditure budget since its initial presentation and approval at our June 9th, 2026 Governing Board meeting. In strict compliance with Arizona revised statutes, the final adopted budget figures precisely reconcile with the previously proposed expenditure limits remaining unchanged. The state budget package was officially enacted into law on June 13th, 2026. This finalized package gives us the funding that aligns with our current baseline math. On top of that, we are glad to see that both the unrestricted capital fund and the free and reduced price lunch group B-weight formulas will keep their existing one-time funding increases, although it would be better if it was built into the formula. And then looking ahead, the district will bring our first formal fiscal year 27 budget revision to the board this coming December, so we can smoothly plug in all of the final state formula adjustments and also our actual up-to-date student enrollment counts. So thank you. Do you have any questions?
So I just want to clarify,
Okay.
when they passed the budget, they passed some one-time funds which we did not rely on in our budgeting process because we didn't know whether they would be there or not, correct? Which is what is going to be one of the reasons why we bring a budget revision in December to account for that money that is not currently accounted for in this particular budget, because we don't change anything between the final review from 2 weeks ago and filling out these state forms and submitting to the state.
Yeah, in addition, those two one-time fundings are calculated by the state, and it is, I could maybe use the prior year, but I can't calculate it.
Don't know what that
Yeah.
number is going to be yet. Do we have a feel for, I mean, if you looked at prior year, what we might be looking at for that those one-time funds?
I mean,
200 and some thousand.
yeah.
$260 some thousand for the two.
For the two
Okay,
together?
yeah.
Okay. So we wouldn't leave it laying around
No,
on the sidewalk,
no.
but it's not used.
No, it's not huge, but it is money.
But it's money that we can
significant.
very easily use.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No questions?
No questions?
No questions.
No, I think we grilled Lisa 2 weeks ago.
We have some more questions
Glad
then.
to see us come to an
Well, that's the
endpoint.
time to ask them because we can't really make any changes.
It does feel good to get to this point,
It
doesn't it?
does.
For us, I don't know if it does for you, but it
Yeah.
does for us. And maybe for you, it just keeps going, different iterations.
Well, it's an interesting thing, because in the years that I've been on the governing board and we've had these public hearings, I don't know that I've seen anyone ever show up to the public
Right.
hearing to make comment. But because we can't change anything on this, I would assume that any public comment we got in the hearing this evening would go into some sort of tickler file for consideration when we do a budget revision.
Yes.
If it was something that we wanted to respond to
Yes.
by changing the budget. But it's just kind of interesting that
Yeah.
we do the public hearing on the night
Same
when we
day.
can't change anything.
Right.
But that's state law.
That is state law.
Interesting.
Anyone care to make a motion then?
I'll do it. I move the governing board adopt the fiscal year 2027 expenditure budget as presented.
Thank you, is there a second?
Second that.
Right. We have a motion and a second to adopt the fiscal year 2027 expenditure budget. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
Yay.
You.
For all your hard work.
You don't have to come back to a board meeting for quite some time.
Yeah. She looks so disappointed.
I know.
Speaking of disappointments, not really. As you know, item 5.3 is really, it's a request by me to be permitted to resign as president of the board, not because I don't enjoy this job or I actually love this job and I love serving on this board, but it's been about 1.5 years, and for the reasons that I put in my letter, I think it's a good time for me to step back, remain obviously active and engaged on the board, but just not in this leadership role. That is my request of the board.
It is an end of an era, Amy.
Well, not really.
You've been an amazing president, and I've learned so much from watching you do this
Learned
role.
from you.
Well, that's the way that it kind of works, but I really have, and I think you've been a very, very impressive president, and I appreciate you being willing to serve for these last 18 months.
Pleasure.
You know, you've done it probably at least 2 years other than this as well.
President, vice
And,
president.
but it is a fun job. It really is
It
a fun
is.
job. I love it. And our incoming president hopefully will enjoy as much as I did, and I know you did. It will be sorry to not see you in the head table, but you'll
I'll be somewhere else
sitting right
along
over
the
here
table.
somewhere.
Exactly.
Again, thank you. Thank you for
My
your
pleasure.
service.
My
Thank you for your
pleasure.
service.
Really. Somebody has to make a motion.
Oh, I don't have my book open.
I'll make the motion. I move the governing board approve the acceptance of resignation of Amy Kraus as president of the Catalina Foothills Unified School District Number 16 Governing Board for the remainder of the 2026 calendar year as presented.
There's been a motion, is there a second? You. There's been a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 4-0, which means I can no longer run the meeting, so I have to turn it over to my vice president to handle the election
That is correct.
of the new board president.
Very well. Then I will open the nominations for the office of president. Does anyone have a nomination for office of president?
You have a nomination, as awkward as this is. I'm going to nominate you, Tom Logue, for the office of president of the Catalina Foothills Governing Board.
Well, there's no second required. Are there any other nominations?
No.
No.
If there are no other nominations, can I have a motion to close the nominations?
I move that we close the nomination for president of the CFSD governing board.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
Then I now move that Tom Logue be elected president of the Catalina Foothills Governing Board.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
You haven't voted.
I haven't. Aye. All right. Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're about to find out how much I did or didn't learn from both of you.
You did so well.
You did
with
great.
this little election thing
Uh-huh.
that we for years have messed up. I think the last couple of times we've been okay, but for years we messed it up.
Yay. You're gonna do great.
Congratulations.
Oh, the switch.
tags.
Sure.
Get myself.
Oh, yeah, I ate my fruit. I have my water though. Sure. Yours.
It's like the first day of school.
It is. Yours. There you go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I suppose my first official act as the new board president is to notice that we are lacking a vice president.
Yes. That's right.
And therefore, I will open the nominations for the office of vice president.
And I, Eileen Jackson, nominate Jacqueline Diwali for the office of vice president of the Catalina Foothills Governing Board.
No second is required. Are there any other nominations? All right, if there are no other nominations, can I have a motion to close the nominations?
I move to close the nominations.
May I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion passes 4-0. And now I need a motion to elect Jacqueline Diwali as vice president.
I move that Jacqueline Diwali be elected vice president of the Catalina Foothills Governing Board.
Is there a second?
Love to second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes 4-0.
Yay.
Congratulations.
I just want to say that it is truly an honor and a privilege to serve on this board and to serve our community. And I'm very excited to continue doing so and learning more and more every day, every meeting. You guys are going to be great.
Yep.
Thank you for your trust and confidence.
You earned it. I don't think in 12 years I've sat
Ever
at this
been on
side
that
of the
side?
table.
Really? You've always been
I've always been over there.
I started out over there,
It's
because you
super
know the new
weird.
board member always got to sit next to Mary. I was there for like 3 years, I think.
It's helped me to be close to Denise and get the side eye every now and
I
then.
had no idea. That's funny.
All right, I suppose I'll move us along on the agenda. Our next item is 6.1, Arizona Legislative and Governmental Activity. This is a spot we hold on the agenda to observe the actions of our legislators in Arizona. Any comments on this?
Well, by golly, we have a budget.
How about
We
that?
do, and we'll see what the ballot referendum
Yes.
Yeah.
go forward. We'll see what that brings.
And ASBA is hosting a legislative wrap-up webinar,
On
When is
Monday.
that? I just saw
June
that.
29th,
Monday.
29.
Monday, at 1 PM.
I'll be in attendance.
Yeah, I have that on my calendar as well. That's usually helpful.
It is, it's very good. Rebecca Beebe, who is the ASA governmental liaison, does a very nice job wrapping that up.
I assume we need to RSVP for that, right?
You know,
You register,
Register, yeah.
yeah.
oh, I did too.
If not,
That-
I can send you the link.
Oh, I can't. I always get this, your connection is not private. Whatever, I'll do it that later. Yeah, that was webinar.
So we'll we'll have that to look forward to. Any other comments on governmental activity?
We're just kind of glad they went home.
Yes. Yeah,
It's not July 1st. It was
It's
before
over.
July 1st.
That webinar is at 1, Eileen, so it'll be 3 o'clock where you are.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, if I put it on my calendar here, then it'll fix itself. If I put
Okay.
it on my calendar there, I am just all
Forget it.
messed up. Forget about it, yeah.
At 1.
all right. So that brings us to agenda planning, which is tomorrow. With
Right after the
very exciting
cutting
ribbon
at
cutting.
Safeway.
Yes.
Oh, that's right, that's tomorrow.
Yes.
Did you decide whether you're gonna speak or not?
No, we're not speaking.
You know, what do you mean? For sure you're not?
Well, Allison has prepared some words
Just in case.
just to thank them for their generous contribution because each school is getting $2,000 plus several of our
It's amazing.
programs are getting $2,000, like community schools and band and
Lovely.
Hope that someone's going to be sending out thank you notes.
We always.
Absolutely.
No, that's huge.
Probably for you
And we
to
have some
sign.
of our
Preschool as well.
we have
That's
some of
awesome.
our principals attending as well.
That's
So
amazing.
We'll have
Are
a
they doing the
nice.
preschool as well?
Yes, I believe so. Valley View.
I'm going to go.
Amazing.
Well, yeah,
That's quite a sizable
We'll be-
donation.
we'll be there.
it is
You're going to go.
sizable.
Good. Yeah. And we'll do agenda planning after that here.
We'll meet.
And the nice thing about it is it goes into gifts and donations, which has a few less strings
That's
on how you can spend it. It's still going to be spent on instruction,
right.
but
And Safeway's not restricting us
No.
at all on how it's getting spent.
no, but it's still a little bit
Fantastic.
easier to spend gifts and donations than.
And
They
some
are kind of
other
in the
buckets.
heart of the district.
Yeah, they are.
Really
They're
are.
in the district.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So yes.
Great.
Maybe in return, we can convince our high schoolers not to park in their car.
Yeah. Well, we were going to thank them for having such a nice parking lot too.
Well, there is
For our
that.
students.
There is that.
They didn't know they were the overflow zone? I bet they do.
But they do.
Oh, they do.
They've called the high school to say,
Oh, really?
we're going to have to start towing if they don't.
That's fair.
No, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Fair, though.
That's been since my kids were in school, that was always a welcome place to stick a car.
Yeah.
But agenda planning will be here. We're going to do it here
Yes.
right after the ribbon cutting,
Here, meaning PLC.
meaning the PLC.
Why schlep down to Mac?
Indeed.
Right, and we have.
Not really schlepping for me,
Oh,
but
yeah, that's true. It's going back to work for you, but thank you then.
yes, you're
From
welcome.
us. And then, of course, we'd have no regular meetings now until the second Tuesday in August.
July 20th.
That's a
That'll be the
So
special
that's a
meeting.
special meeting.
That's
Yes,
Meeting for
regular.
personnel, but our next regular meeting will be the second week in August, and that will begin at 6 p.m.
Our new meetings will begin at 6 p.m. for the 2026-2027 school year.
Wonderful.
Doors open 5:30.
Doors will open at 5:30. Yes.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
I'll get us all home earlier for bed.
Perfect. All right, well, if there is no other business, then could I have a motion to adjourn?
I so move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion passes 4-0. We are adjourned.
Nice job.
I did not think this meeting was only going to be half an hour. Looking at this